Okay, students, so today we are going to be working on lesson 2.9 from our Go Math materials. This is page 137 through 142. Okay, there's a picture of a boat on page 137. If you do not have 137 through 142 in front of you, a pencil and possibly some scratch paper, I don't think you'll need your whiteboard today. But if you don't have those materials, please go grab them so we can get started. We are going to start at the top here where it says unlock the problem. If you need to pause this video throughout to go back or rewatch or catch up, you can do that at any time, okay? So we're at the top here where it says unlock the problem. Sean and his family chartered a fishing boat for the day. Sean caught a blue marlin and an amberjack. Those are types of fish. The weight of the blue marlin was 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. The combined weight of both fish was 273 pounds. How much did each fish weigh? Okay, so we're going to look at this part down here. We're going to need to see both pieces of this because we're going to, first of all, we've read the problem. We're going to go through and we're going to figure out what information we need. So the first box says, what do I need to find? So I need to find, tells us right here, how much did each fish weigh? Okay, and I want you to underline that up there. Okay, so I need to find the weight of each fish. The weight of each fish. The second part says, what information do I need to use? So I need to know that Sean caught a total of 273 pounds because it tells us right here that the combined weight of both fish was 273 pounds. Okay. And the weight of the blue marlin was 12 times, tells us that right there, 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. And then down here it says, how will I use the information? So this is pretty much, how am I going to solve to figure out this? Okay, so it says right here, I can use the strategy, and I'm going to tell you what strategy. Draw a diagram. Draw a diagram. And then divide. I can draw and use a bar model to write the division problem that helps me find the weight of each fish, okay? And then, of course, we're going to use all of this information to go down to this piece down here where it says solve the problem. Okay, and this is just one of the many strategies that you can use to solve this problem. So let's take a look at this. I will draw one box right here to show the weight of the amberjack. So they've labeled this amberjack and they've drawn a box for us. Then I will draw a bar of 12 boxes of the same size to show the weight of the blue marlin. So they've labeled it blue marlin and they've drawn 12 boxes for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? I can divide the total weight of the two fish by the total number of boxes. Okay? Over here, I want to point out that and I want you to actually circle this, they put in there the total weight of both fish. So they told us that all of that combined has to add up to 273 pounds. Okay, 273 pounds. All right, so let's take a look at it. So up here, it tells us that the weight of the blue marlin is 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. Okay, 12 times as great. So we're first going to look at this division problem over here, and then we're going to use that information to help us, okay? So we've got 273 divided by 13. Now the way that they got 13 is because there's 13 total boxes here, okay? So 273 divided by 13. I am actually going to pull out my whiteboard because I'm going to need a little bit more room to write this problem for us. So I'm going to pull this out, I'm going to cover that up, and then I'm going to rewrite it on here for us. So we have 273 divided by 13. Whoops, kind of messed up there. Okay, 273 divided by 13. We're going to look at this. So the first thing I see is that I have two digits on the outside of the cage. So that tells me that I have to start by creating a running total, okay? So 13 plus 13, and I'm going to do it 5 times just for safe measure. 3 plus 3 is 6, 1 plus 1 is 2. So that tells me that 13 times 2 is 26. 13 times 1 is just 13. We're going to add 13 to that, and we get 9, 39. So that tells me that 13 times 1, 2, 3 is 39. Add 13 to that. 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry the 1, 3, 4, 5. So 13 times 1, 2, 3, 4 is 52. And 13 one more time is 65. So that tells me that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 13 is 65. And we're actually going to solve this problem over here, okay? We're going to solve that problem over here. So we're going to look at this and we're going to go, okay, how many times can 13 fit into 2? Well, it can't, right? There's no groups of 13 in 2. So we're going to look at 27. Well, how many groups of 13 fit into 27? Let's look over here at our running total and figure it out. So I have 26 here, which is close to 27 and does not go over. But let's check the next number just to be safe. 13 times 3 is 39. Nope, too big, so we have to go back to 26. So 13 fits into 27 2 times. And 2 times 13, we know that because it's right here, is 26. We subtract. Whoops. 7 take away 6 is 1. 2 take away 2 is just 0. We bring down the 3. And 13 fits into 13 one time. 1 times 13 is just 13, and we subtract and get 0. We have no more numbers to bring down. We do not have a remainder, so our answer is just 21. So let's go back to our paper. And we're going to look at this, and we're going to put 21 here because we've already solved it. Don't worry about filling in the rest. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. So that tells us that because we have 13 boxes, each of those fish weigh 21 pounds. So we're going to write little 21s in each of these boxes. 21, 21. That might take you a minute to fill those in. Okay. So we have 21 in each of those boxes. Okay. So it told us to write the quotient in each box. The quotient was 21 because that's the answer to our division problem. So we wrote 21 in each of the boxes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that 21 because we're trying to figure out how much the blue marlin weighed and how much the amberjack weighed. Well, first of all, the easiest part about this, I'm going to zoom in just a little so we can see this better. The nice part about this is we already know how much the amberjack weighed, right? It weighs 21 pounds. There's one box, 21 pounds. So the amberjack weighed 21 pounds, and the blue marlin weighed, well, this is where things get tricky. For the blue marlin, we have to take 21 and we have to multiply it by 12 because there are 12 boxes. Okay? So let's do that off to the side over here. 21 times 12. Okay? And I stack them because I can't do 21 times 12 in my head. Okay? 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay? Cross out what we've already used. We're not working in the ones place, so we have to add a 0 as a placeholder. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. And we add them together. 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. So the blue marlin weighed 252 pounds. 252 pounds. That's crazy. Now, one other thing I want to point out is if we add up 252 and 21, we will get a total of 273 pounds because all the fish together weighed 273 pounds. Okay? All right, I want to look at number, let's see. I want to look at page 138, and this is going to be kind of a long one, but it's a good practice problem for us to practice this strategy. Okay, so we're looking at page 138 at the top. It's a picture of a fish. Okay, this one says try another problem at the top. Jason, Murray, and Dana went fishing. Dana caught a red snapper. Jason caught a tuna with a weight of 3 times as great as the weight of the red snapper. Murray caught a sailfish with a weight of 12 times as great as the weight of the red snapper. If the combined weight of the 3 fish was 208 pounds, how much did the tuna weigh? So, first of all, we're looking at this first part. It says, what do I need to find? Well, it tells us right here. How much did the tuna weigh? Okay, so we are trying to figure out the weight of the tuna. I'm going to write that in that box. The weight of the tuna. The weight of the tuna. Okay, the second part says, what information do I need to use? Well, we know that the total weight of all the fish, I'm just going to put total weight, was equal to 208 pounds. Okay. We also know that the tuna, the weight of the tuna was 3 times as great as the red snapper. So let's put tuna equals 3 times the red snapper. And the weight of the sailfish, so we're going to put sailfish, was equal to 12 times the weight of the red snapper. 12 times the red snapper. Okay, that's the information that we pulled from our problem up here. Okay, now we're going to look at how we'll use the information. And we're going to just do a bar model again. Bar model. Okay, bar model. So we're going to use all the information that we know to create a bar model down here in this space where it says solve the problem. Okay, so let's wait for that bell. Let's look at this and draw our bar model together. So we know some information already. We know that the total weight of all the fish was 208, right? We're trying to figure out how much the tuna weighed, okay? But we know that we need to look at the snapper. So let's write these down. Snapper, tuna, and the sailfish. Those are the 3 fish that we're looking at today, okay? We also know, like I mentioned, that the weight of those is 208 pounds total, okay? 208 pounds total. So at the top, it says that, let's see, where did, I swear I read it, hold on. 3 times as great as the red snapper. Murray caught a sailfish, weighed 12 times. Right, okay. I just wanted to make sure. So, it says we can draw a bar model to show the relationship between the weights of the 3 fish. One box, we're going to draw one box for the weight of the snapper. One box, okay. And make sure you draw it big enough so you can write stuff inside of it. We know that the tuna weighed 3 times, we put it up here, 3 times as much as the red snapper. So for the tuna, we have to draw 3 boxes. 2 and 3. And then we know that the sailfish was 12 times as much as the red snapper. So for the sailfish, we have to draw 12 boxes across. So let's draw 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I'm running out of room, 12, okay? So we know that because we're trying to figure out how much the tuna weighed, but we know that it weighs 3 times as much as the snapper, so we draw 3 boxes, and the sailfish weighs 12 times as much as the snapper, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at all these boxes together, okay? So we have 12 boxes plus 3, 13, 14, 15, 16 total boxes. And we know that the total weight of all 3 of those, total weight equals 208 pounds, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take 208 and divide it by 16 because there's 16 boxes. 16 boxes, okay? And I'm going to do it in my whiteboard because I obviously don't have enough room over there. So let me grab my whiteboard here. All right, 208 divided by 16. 208 divided by 16. Okay, first thing I notice, 2 digits outside the box, so we have to create a running total over here. So 16 plus 16, let's add that together. 6 plus 6 is 12, carry the 1, 1, 2, 3, 32. So that tells me that 16 times 2 is 32. 16 times 1 is just 16. And we're going to add 16 to that. So we have 8, 4. So 16 times 1, 2, 3 is 48. Add 16. 8 plus 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Carry the 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 16 times 1, 2, 3, 4 is 64. One more time. That's 10. Carry the 1, 6, 7, 8. And 16 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 80. Okay. So we're going to look at this in pieces. So we have 16 into 2. Cannot happen. What about 20? Yes, it can happen. So we have 16. We go down to 2. That's 32. Nope, too big. So it only fits 1 time. Okay. 1 times 16 is just 16. And we subtract. 1. 10 take away 6 is 4. Bring down the 8. We have to look and see how many times 16 can fit into 48. Well, the great part about this is it fits exactly 3 times. 3 times 16 is 48. We subtract. We have no more numbers to bring down. We do not have a remainder, so our answer is 13. So let's go back to our paper. So we got an answer of 13. So that means that inside each of these boxes, we have to write a number 13. So let's do that. That's why I said to make the boxes big enough so you could do this. Some of these I wrote too small. Okay. I'm going to zoom in just a teeny bit so we can see this a little better. So let's go back to our original piece here where it says, what do we need to find? The weight of the tuna. Well, we can now easily find the weight of the tuna because we can see here that the tuna is 13 3 times. So we could do 13, we could add 13 plus 13 plus 13 all together and get the weight. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 39. Or we could take 13 and multiply it by 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 1 is 3. Same answer either way. So we know, we scoot down here, so the tuna weighed 39 pounds. 39 total pounds. Okay. This is a lot of figuring out what information you need to use and then using it to solve the problem. Okay. I want to look at, let's see. I want to look at page 139. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 139 is the one I want to look at next. You might need your whiteboard, so I'm going to pause for just a second, go grab something to erase the whiteboard with, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to look at number 3. Let's see. Yeah, I want to look at 3. because I think 3 is another good practice problem. And then I am also going to, let me look at the homework really quick. Yeah, I'm going to look at 3 because that's going to help you with your homework, okay? Sorry, I'm like trying to get things situated here. All right, here we go. Let's look at 3. So number 3 says John caught 4 fish that weighed a total of 252 pounds. The kingfish weighed twice as much as the amberjack, and the white marlin weighed twice as much as the kingfish. The weight of the tarpon was 5 times the weight of the amberjack. How much did each fish weigh? So we're trying to figure out for each of the fish how much they weighed. And they've got blanks down here for us to fill those in. So over here off to the side, where we've got some room to work, this is where we're going to draw our bar model. So let's first label this so we understand what we're doing. So we need to find the weight of the amberjack. I'm just going to label that with an A. The kingfish, the marlin, and the tarpon. Okay, I guess that's how you say it, tarpon. Okay, now we're going to take a look at our information here. All together, these 4 fish weighed 252 pounds. LBS is the abbreviation for pounds. Okay, so we know that the kingfish weighed twice as much as the amberjack. So we're going to draw 2 boxes for the kingfish. And if it weighed twice as much, that means the amberjack should only have 1 box. Okay. Then it says weighed twice as much as the amberjack, and the white marlin weighed twice as much as the kingfish. So we have 2 there. So we have to times that by 2, which will give us 4 for the marlin. 3 and 4. And then it says that the weight of the tarpon was 5 times the weight of the amberjack. So there's 1 box for the amberjack. 1 times 5, because it's 5 times, would give us 5 boxes down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sorry, my boxes are a little wonky. Okay, a total of 5. So let's look at this. We are going to count up the number of boxes we now have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 total boxes. We know that it was 252 pounds total. So we're going to take 252 and divide it by 12. Okay? I'm going to pull over my whiteboard because I'm going to need more room to write. 252 divided by 12. I'll scoot this up so you can actually see what I'm doing here. 252 divided by 12. So I look at this problem and I see 2 numbers outside the cage, so I have to create a running total. So 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. So that tells me that 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 1 is just 12. We're going to add 12 to that. So we get 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. Add 12, 8, 4. 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4 is 48. One more time for good measure. And 12 times 5 is 8, 9, 10. Carry the 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 60. Okay, so let's look at this piece by piece. 12 cannot fit into 2. There are no groups of 12 in 2. There are some groups of 12 in 25. So we have to go down our running total here and figure that out. So 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24, which is close to 25, and it does not go over. It's not bigger than. But let's check the next number to be safe. 12 times 3, 36. Too big, so we go back to that one. So 12 fits into 25 2 times. 2 times 12 we know is 24. We subtract. 5 take away 4 is 1. 2 take away 2 is 0. Bring down the 2. 12 fits into 12 one time exactly. 1 times 12 is 12. We subtract 0, 0. We do not have a remainder. We do not have any more numbers to bring down. So we have got an answer of 21. Let's go back to our problem. So we've got an answer of 21. Okay? So that means that 21 has to go inside each of these boxes. So 21, I did not make my boxes big enough, guys, sorry. No, it's very tiny. I hope you made your boxes a little bigger than mine. But you get the idea. 21 in all those little boxes there, okay? Now we're going to take a look at this and we're going to fill in these blanks. Because now we know for each of these how much the fish weighed. So the amberjack was exactly 21 pounds because we only have one box with 21 in it. The kingfish, 21 2 times. So we have to take 21 plus 21, or 21 times 2, and we get 42. So the kingfish was 42 pounds. The marlin, we have 21 times 4 because there's 4 boxes. So I'm going to do 21 times 4 off to the side. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So the total pounds for the marlin is 84. And then the tarpon was 21 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's 5 boxes. Okay? 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So it was 105 pounds total. Okay? So we figured out the weight of each of those fish. All right, I want you to go to your practice and homework page, which is page 141. Page 141, there's not very many problems on this page because it takes a lot to solve these problems, okay? So they did number 1 as an example for you. I want you to work on number 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay, you are going to have to draw bar models on page 141. Then, on page 142, which is just the back, you are going to work on number 1, and let's see, that's it. That's all I want you to do. So, you literally have 3 problems today, okay? You're working on page 141, number 2 and number 3. Then on the back, you are working on page 142, number 1, okay? Once you are done watching this video, you can go back and rewatch it if you need to. Once you're done watching this video, you are going to go and submit your homework problems on the classroom, okay? Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.